What's up everybody, and welcome back once again to the channel. This time you can see me wearing a mask. And there's something special about this mask because first of all, this video is being sponsored by GoDropping. As you can see on this mask, that's the sponsor of this video. And the reason why I'm wearing this mask is because, guys, coronavirus is out there and it's getting extremely serious. By the time I'm recording this video, I want to give you some live stats at the moment. Right now, the United States has reached 947,000 cases. Can you imagine that? 947. And guess how many deaths? 24,000. Like, can you imagine 24,000 people dying? That's unbelievable. 24,273 people have died by the time I'm recording this video. What does that mean for you? It simply means that you have to be more careful, okay? It simply means that you have to be more careful going out there. Make sure you always have your mask with you, and at any time, as much as you can, wash your hands, use hand sanitizers, and if you can, try to stay away from people as much as possible. It's very important, guys, for you to respect these rules because coronavirus is still out there and a lot of people are really dying. So what's the purpose of this video? As you look at me right now, you see the shirt I'm wearing. Come on, Chelsea, man, come on. I'm so proud of my boys. But before I get into the video, I want to talk about the main sponsor of this video, which is GoDropping. Who is GoDropping? Many of you may have heard about GoDropping by now because that's one of the fastest growing app in Africa. Right now they're based in Ghana, but guess what they do? GoDropping is the service that actually helps you. If you want to think about the Uber of Africa, is GoDropping. Let me say it again because you might have missed it. The Uber of Africa is GoDropping. Meaning, if you're requesting like a taxi, if you're requesting like a private car, if you want to go eat somewhere, if you want to need help for shopping, if you need a fleet, if you need motorbikes, everything is available on GoDropping. Can you imagine that? That's unbelievable. So you can book a ride, you can do a whole bunch of things. Like, guess what? If you're taking a plane to go to Ghana, you don't have to go there and worry about who is going to come and pick you up. Guess what? All you need to do is download the app, the GoDropping app in your phone, and guess what? Your ride will be ready at the airport waiting for you. Like, this is unbelievable what's going on in Africa now. So GoDropping is the app you have to have. If you're based in Ghana, if you are abroad and you're planning on going to Ghana or just visiting for the next few days or month, just make sure you download the app. It's available on iStore and Apple Play. So guys, make sure you get the app in your phone. It's very important. Now let's get back to the video. So Chelsea, ever since Thomas Tuchel came back to the team, has been really impressive. If you remember the last video I did on the channel about Chelsea was actually losing. Like, under Frank Lampard, I have no idea what was going on, but Chelsea actually, Chelsea didn't have a spine for some reason. That Chelsea was not able to really master a game. Like, every single game Chelsea was going in, you pretty much knew like they were like 50-50. They didn't know how the game was gonna go. At the same time, they have some potential, they have some good players. So ever since Thomas Tuchel took over the team, Chelsea has been very impressive, and I'm so happy to talk about them today because right now Chelsea is number 4. Chelsea is number 4 in the table as we're speaking right now. It's true that they are just 2 points ahead of West Ham and 1 point ahead of Everton, who just won this game. So right now Chelsea has 47 points and they are number 4th in the league, which is obviously qualifying them to play the European or the European League, especially the Champions League. So what can we learn from Chelsea's team? What can we learn? The first thing we can learn is leadership. The first thing we can learn about Chelsea is leadership. You guys can tell that just by the change of leadership and management of the team, everything was able to change. Like, out of nowhere, just by taking Frank Lampard out of the team and bringing in Thomas Tuchel, the whole team changed. Like, the whole philosophy, the whole mood, like the dressing room, a lot of things have changed. Why have they changed? Because some players are more comfortable playing under certain managers as opposed to others. You have to realize that Frank Lampard was a legend. He was a legend at Chelsea. And because he was a legend, some players was actually intimidated, like, to play under him. Because he was a legend. He was someone that did so much. Frank Lampard, to this day, I believe he's still the top scorer of Chelsea. Like, to this day, as a midfielder. Like, he's so impressive. That's something I believe is true. But I'm going to make sure I do some research by the time I release this video. So, Frank Lampard was so big, like, was such a legend in the club. Some players, in my opinion, were afraid to play under his, leadership. So that's the first thing. Leadership is really, really key when it comes to running a team, when it comes to leading a group, when it comes to giving directions to to a good number of players. Number two is the how do I call it? Because if you realize the coach that's been brought in is a German coach, and the players, like two major players of the team that were brought in during last transfer season where they were German, both of them. I'm talking about Kai Havertz and Timo Werner. Those are the major spending, the major two players the club put a lot of money to bring them in. So the team actually needed a manager that can figure out how to deal with these two players. They're two. I'm not talking about Hakim Ziyech, who's a good player. I'm not talking about Edouard Mendy, who's a good player in the goal as well. So I'm talking about these two men because these two guys were really key for the team. The way you manage them was going to determine the spirit of the whole team altogether. And if you realize, Frank Lampard has been insisting on playing Kai Havertz. But ever since Thomas Tuchel came in, Kai Havertz has lost his place in the team, and only Timo Werner is being given a lot of chances, which he deserves actually, because he's a good, scorer. Until proven the opposite, he's gonna be a good scorer. So he hasn't scored much so far, but we are seeing he is very promising. We are waiting to see a lot of things from him. So the affinity, the word I was looking for is affinity. Like, the players that have a certain affinity with the coach, and because he's German, he's able to relate to them. You see, if you look at Chelsea's defense, like, that tells you a lot. Christensen and Rudiger. Rudiger is a German as well. If you realize, these two were actually not in Frank Lampard's program. Like, they were not part of his starting 11, like when Frank Lampard was in charge. But if you realize, ever since Thomas Tuchel came back, they are now playing, ever since Thiago Silva got injured, obviously, Christensen and Rudiger. And Rudiger has not missed a single game ever since Thomas Tuchel took the lead of the team. So you can see exactly how he was able to give confidence to a certain number of players. And because he gave them confidence, they are now able to produce on the field. What did he change? He changed on the left-hand side. Right now, Ben Chilwell is playing again, but he gave chances to Alonso to show what he can do. On the right-hand side, he's now playing Azpilicueta and James. And if you realize, that's actually what is making Chelsea win games now, because James and Azpilicueta, that's the best coaching tactic I've seen in the last game, like against Liverpool. If you realize, Mane plays on the left-hand side and Salah plays on the right-hand side. But guess what Thomas Tuchel did? He played three defenders: Christensen, Rudiger, and Azpilicueta. Watch that. Azpilicueta is a right back. But guess what? He added James on the right-hand side of the team. Why? Because Mane is dangerous. And if you don't figure out a way to block Mane, you're done. So Thomas Tuchel was able to change the way the team plays, because his goal was to lock up Mane. Salah wasn't going to do anything because he realized Salah got substituted and he was unhappy about it because Chilwell also locked him down. And because Mane and Salah were locked down, it allowed Chelsea to actually play a good game. And, the only chance they got, it wasn't the only chance. It's true that Timo Werner scored one goal, which was, cancelled because of the VAR. But still, Chelsea showed some leadership. Chelsea showed some good team spirit. And because of that, they have not lost a single game ever since Thomas Tuchel took the lead of the team. So I'm so happy and proud of my team. And that's the reason why in this video, I once again want to give my full support to Thomas Tuchel, because he's doing an amazing job for the team right now. And if he keeps doing the way he's going, I mean, we're just in March. If he keeps going the way he's going, I see him actually taking Leicester out of the top 3 of the league. And once Leicester is down and Chelsea takes number 3, man, we are gone. Okay, so that was it for me for this video, guys. Once again, check out GoDropping. GoDropping is the fastest, one of the fastest, you know, growing app in Africa right now. They are based in Ghana, and they are going to actually go all over Africa. For that, I'm convinced about it. So guys, thank you so much for stopping by and looking at this video. And if you're new to this channel, make sure you know, like and subscribe. And also, I'm gonna put the handles, I'm gonna put the social media handles for GoDropping in this video, so you guys can check them out. You guys can download the app and use it, you know, whenever necessary. Once again, guys, thank you so much for stopping by and watching the video. And if you want to know more about my video, make sure you follow me at Merlin Not The Philadelphia. I love you guys. Take care. Bye bye.